Position 3, Precious Achua.
I finesse down Western Road, hey, next. Might go down.
Drake's got no love for the fake. ICEMAN about to freeze out the industry. Look, we need to talk about what's really going down in hip-hop right now because Drake just dropped something that's got the streets buzzing, and y'all need to hear this. This man is coming with that cold-blooded energy, and he ain't playing nice no more. If you're tapped into the culture, if you breathe this hip-hop shit every single day, then you already know Celeb Clope is where you need to be. Hit that subscribe button right now because we're about to dive deep into the madness, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single drop of what's coming. So here's the situation. Drake just let loose with a snippet called ICEMAN, and brother, this isn't your regular flex track. This is revenge music. This is a man who's been watching, waiting, calculating, and now he's ready to drop the hammer on everyone who thought he was finished. See, the thing about Drake that people keep forgetting is that this man doesn't just make music, he makes statements. And right now, that statement is simple. I'm still here, I'm still winning, and all y'all can keep my name out your mouth. The snippet that just surfaced is absolutely vicious. We're talking about bars that cut deep, production that feels like you're walking through a frozen wasteland at 3 in the morning, and an energy that screams, I told you so, without him having to actually say it. DJ Academics posted some snippets the same night J. Cole dropped the fall off, and let me tell you, the timing was deliberate. Everything Drake does is calculated. This man moves like a chess player while everyone else is playing checkers. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Drake apparently wasn't too happy about AK dropping those snippets when he did, and clips started getting taken down left and right. But one particular snippet that Kirko posted on Instagram, that one's still making waves. The production is classic OVO, those manipulated vocal samples, those delicate piano keys, that percussion that hits just right. It's got that nocturnal vibe, that icy atmosphere that makes you feel like you're in the studio with him at 4 in the morning, watching him craft his revenge in real time. But forget the production for a second. Let's talk about what this man is actually saying, because the bars are absolutely unforgiving. They saw me dead in their imagination, fuck them. I thank God for this voice. That's not just a bar. That's a declaration of survival. That's a man who watched the entire industry turn on him, watched people celebrate what they thought was his downfall, and came back swinging harder than ever. And if you're really locked into this culture, if you're really about this life, then you need to subscribe to Celeb Clope right now because we're breaking down every single angle of this story. The second part of the snippet goes even harder. They had to latch onto each other just to try to drag me down. Who really runs the game? I guess you can't say that out loud. The real numbers and views, I guess you can't say that out loud. Now that's the Drake we've been waiting for. That's the petty king, the one who keeps receipts, the one who remembers every slight, every betrayal, every fake smile. He's calling out the industry's dirty little secret that people had to form alliances just to compete with him. That's power. That's influence. That's legacy. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that the whole Kendrick Lamar battle left everyone looking messy. Nobody walked away clean from that situation, and Drake's been dealing with the fallout ever since. There's even talk about an appeal on a dismissed defamation lawsuit over a diss track, which is absolutely wild when you think about it. Hip-hop beef going to the courts? That's a whole different level. But ICEMAN is supposed to be his redemption arc. This is him controlling the narrative again, showing the world that he's very much alive and thriving despite everything that's been thrown at him. The streets are talking, and what they're saying is that Drake is done playing defense. For years, this man has been trying to balance being the people's champ with being respected by his peers. But maybe, just maybe, ICEMAN is the moment where he says forget all that. Maybe this is where he fully embraces being the villain, being the one everyone loves to hate but can't stop watching. Because here's the truth, whether you love him or you can't stand him, you're still paying attention. You're still streaming. You're still talking about him. And that's exactly where he wants you. Now, we don't have an official release date for ICEMAN yet, but Academics claims he knows exactly when it's dropping. Could be a surprise drop. Could be a full rollout. Either way, with J. Cole's The Fall Off now out in the world, the runway is clear. Drake's got the stage all to himself, and you better believe he's going to make the most of it. This is his moment to remind everyone why he's been at the top for over a decade. What makes these snippets even more powerful is that they shouldn't surprise anyone who's been paying attention. Drake literally told us years ago that he's got no new friends, no friends in the industry. He's been moving solo, building his empire, watching everyone around him show their true colors. ICEMAN feels like the culmination of all that energy, all that observation, all that resentment. This is Drake unleashed, unfiltered, and unapologetic. The production choices alone tell you everything you need to know about where his head is at. Those icy beats, that cold atmosphere, it's intentional. He's creating a sonic landscape that matches his emotional state. He's detached, calculated, observing from a distance while everyone else is caught up in the chaos. It's the same energy as watching a predator circle its prey, knowing that the strike is coming but not knowing exactly when. And let's be real about something else. The industry has always had a complicated relationship with Drake. He's too successful to ignore, too influential to dismiss, but there's always been this undercurrent of resentment. People question his authenticity, his ghostwriting, his claim to hip-hop culture. But here's what they can't question: his impact, his numbers, his reach, his ability to dominate charts and conversations for over 15 years. ICEMAN seems designed to address all of that head-on, to look his critics in the eye and dare them to dispute the facts. The bars about people not being able to say certain things out loud? That's Drake calling out the industry's hypocrisy. Everyone knows the truth about who moves numbers, who actually has influence, who the fans really care about. But there's this weird code of silence, this refusal to acknowledge reality because it doesn't fit the narrative people want to push. Drake's breaking that silence, forcing uncomfortable truths into the conversation and making people confront the facts they'd rather ignore. If you're still here watching, if you're still locked in, then you understand why Celeb Clope is essential viewing. We're not just covering the surface-level drama. We're diving into the psychology, the strategy, the cultural implications of everything happening in hip-hop right now. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button because we've got so much more coming your way. Drake choosing to potentially embrace the villain role full-time is fascinating from a cultural standpoint. Hip-hop has always celebrated the anti-hero, the one who doesn't play by the rules, who says what everyone else is thinking but won't say. But Drake's never quite fit that mold. He's been too concerned with being liked, with maintaining relationships, with keeping the peace. ICEMAN might be the album where he burns all those bridges and watches the flames from a distance with a smile on his face. The timing of everything matters too. Dropping snippets while other major releases are happening, playing chess with the rollout, keeping everyone guessing, this is all part of the strategy. Drake understands media cycles better than almost anyone in the game. He knows when to speak, when to stay silent, when to drop a breadcrumb that'll keep people talking for weeks. ICEMAN isn't just an album, it's a masterclass in narrative control. What we're witnessing is a man who's been counted out, written off, declared irrelevant, coming back to reclaim his throne. And he's not asking for permission. He's not apologizing. He's simply stating facts and daring anyone to challenge him. That's the energy that makes great hip-hop. That's the confidence that separates legends from everyone else. The snippet shows us a Drake who's done with diplomacy, done with trying to make everyone happy, done with playing politics. This is pure, uncut aggression wrapped in those smooth OVO beats. It's the perfect balance of accessible and confrontational, melodic and menacing. He's giving fans what they want while simultaneously throwing shots at everyone who doubted him. Drake's legacy in hip-hop is already secured, but ICEMAN feels like it could redefine how we see his entire career. This could be the album that future generations point to as the moment he stopped caring about perception and started living his truth. Consequences be damned. And honestly, that might be exactly what the culture needs right now. So look, we're going to keep bringing you everything as this story develops. Every snippet, every rumor, every piece of the puzzle. That's what Celeb Clope does. We stay on top of the culture, so you don't miss a single moment. ICEMAN is coming, and when it drops, the entire game is going to shift. Stay locked in, stay subscribed, and we'll see you on the next one.